A dream so big that it's scary. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Have you ever found yourself dreaming and visualizing of a dream that is so big? And then the moment you came back to your present self, you're like, wow, this is crazy. This is just too big. It's way beyond my scope of imagination. That is what hit me today. I've been putting a few things into perspective, dreaming about a few things and then just visualizing a few things. And the moment I snapped out of that state of visualization and dreaming, I realized that whatever it was that I had asked for seemed so big that is not humanly achievable, right? It's not. But then knowing what I know about visualization and knowing what I know about the power of manifestation, I know as long as I'm congruent, as long as I stay consistent with the actions that will get me to achieve that dream, I know it's going to be doable. It's definitely going to be doable. The craziest thing though is just that feeling that you get from saying, "Hey, I messed up by dreaming too big. I messed up by dreaming way too big. Now, how am I going to be able to walk in the shoe that I've allowed myself to see?" Right? Am I going to fit in that shoe? Is my feet going to fit in that shoe? And am I going to be able to walk in that shoe now that I've allowed myself to see and dream and visualize that? It's a very scary thought. It can be because on a human level, there's this element of doubt. There's this element that plays in the back of your mind saying, hey, you can't do this. You're not capable of doing this. Why do you allow yourself to dream that big? Right? It's a crazy thought that always, as humans, every human has experienced. But what I want you to be aware of is this: as long as you keep working towards that goal and towards that vision that you've allowed yourself to see, you'll be good. You will be good. Just stay consistent. Take little actions that will lead you towards that, right? And every time you begin to have these doubts in your head, know that you have the power to cancel that doubt. Just say, this is not where you belong, doubts. Get out of my head, go somewhere else. And focus on what matters. The more you begin to cancel and the more you begin to push these doubts out of your head, you begin to realize that you develop a super strength. You become immune to these negative thoughts that sometimes your mind just takes you there, right? So how do you get rid of all these negative thoughts? Just always allow yourself to say, no, you're not welcome in my head. No, you're not allowed here, right? I cancel you out. You're not welcome, right? The more you do that, you'll find that you have so much real estate of positivity in your head that there's no room for any kind of negativity or self-doubt or any of this nonsense. It's not going to exist in your head. So that's what happened. That's what happened with this scary big dream that scared me, right? I overdreamed. I overdreamed. I dreamed way too much beyond my scope. Now that I've seen that dream and I think of it and I want to achieve it, I just have to now cancel all these doubts and just keep walking towards it. Right. So it brings me back to you. Have you ever found yourself in that state whereby you have so much negativity in your head, you just don't know what to do? The best thing to do is just know you have the power to cancel all those negativity out of your head. Is it going to be easy? Absolutely not. But with practice, you will learn to cancel these negative thoughts. You will learn to cancel all these bad things so that whatever real estate is left in your head is going to be an estate of positivity, right? An estate um of energized will. What does energized will mean? Energized will mean you have the ability to just kind of snap into that positive state whenever any negativity comes. You just kick it out because you have so much power and will of positivity within yourself. So, ladies and gentlemen, know that the power is in your hands, the power to say good things and the power to say bad things, right? But the more good things you say and the more negative things you cancel from your head, the more positive real estate you'll have in your brains and the more you'll be able to achieve, right? Positivity puts you at a much higher vibration when you are in a positive state, to put you in a much higher vibration so that you'll be able to achieve a lot more things. But in a negative state, it's going to be hard for you to achieve the really good things. Although some negativity can drive you to succeed in certain ways, but it's not a healthier way of succeeding. The healthiest way to succeed is when you succeed in a positive state of mind, because you'll be in control. You're not driven by a negative factor to succeed, but you're driven by a positive factor to succeed and achieve something, right? So keep dreaming, ladies and gentlemen. Dream as big as you can. Obviously, the more you see, the more you dream, the more the world is going to give you ways in which you can achieve that dream, right? I've talked about this in my previous videos. I said, as long as you allow yourself to go into the future and live in the present, in the future moment where that vision is, the vision you see, live in that moment, enjoy that moment, feel those feelings that you would feel as if though you are already living that life, right? Then the moment you come back to the present moment, it's like you have a chance to do it over again. Right now, this big dream too is the same way, right? It's just a matter of the universe saying, hey, this is what you got to do. God will always show you the way, right? The universe will present ways in front of you. You just find yourself finding the ability or finding ways that will allow you to be able to achieve that goal. So if you want to achieve something, it's not about how, but it's more so about becoming the person you want to be first, right? Be that person first in your head before you can actually become that person. A lot of times, if you say you want to be somebody, but you haven't seen who that somebody is, how will you know who to be, right? How are you going to get to a destination that you haven't seen, that you have no clue where it is, right? Or if you have no map, right? The best way to have a map for your destination is to go into the future and see that which you want to be or that which you want to become, and then come back to the present. And then that is the map you need to get there. Right, so, ladies and gentlemen, this is all for today. Go out there, dream as big as you can. Dream so that the dream scares you. And then when you come back to your present moment, to the reality of things, it's going to mess with your mind a little bit. It's going to make you feel like you've gone crazy, like you're dreaming way too big, that you can't achieve that dream. But these are the best dreams that you could ever have, the dreams that scare you, right? So this is it for today, ladies and gentlemen. Just go out there, keep dreaming, be the best you can, and excel at whatever it is that you want to excel in. Stay blessed. I'll speak to you all soon. Cheers. Bye-bye.